everyone. I'm truly excited about tonight's lifestyle and legacy conversation because guess what? With the state of the economy shifting, all of this information we're about to talk about tonight is very, very, very valuable. So I want you to grab a pen and pad. And you know what? Be sure to share the Zoom link with any friends or family because everyone deserves a seat at the table when it comes to building wealth and legacy. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our host for tonight. This young man is a powerhouse in the financial education industry. For the last 13 years, he's been sharing all of the tea. Guess what? He is known to have a ball of energy. He has all of the facts. And guess what? He loves having fun doing it. On top of this, he's helped me and others earn anywhere from a 3 to 4-figure residual income that comes in like clockwork every day. So if this sounds like someone you would like to hear from, I'm going to stop talking. The next voice you hear will be none other than Mr. Bernard Ponder. Mr. Ponder, you have the stage. Welcome.
Thank you for that amazing introduction, Ms. Burton. Can you hear me?
We can hear you and we can see you.
And can you see me yet?
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually sharing this live from our teams page on Facebook. If you guys are watching on YouTube, definitely make sure you guys catch this and share this with a friend or family so they can get the replay of this. But before I let her get away, the lady you guys just heard from has over 25 plus years of experience when it comes to tax and business advising. She has her own office in Atlanta, Georgia, on the east side, in Decatur, where they say is greater. She has a heart of gold, but she most importantly is helping so many other people like she's doing for myself. So if anybody deserves that round of applause, it is definitely Miss Sandra Burton, aka the Financial Plug. Ms. Burton, you feeling great?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited. I can't wait till we share this information because you know what? Everybody needs it. Everybody
needs this, and I totally agree. So with that being said, we're going to actually share with you guys 5 simple steps we're utilizing in our own separate companies. Ms. Burton, you own a few companies of your own, correct?
Absolutely.
I own a few companies of my own, and a lot of the partners that we do work with also own their own job, work at their own job, but also own their own business. A lot of us come from all different walks of life. I grew up on that traditional way of thinking: go to school, get some good grades, graduate, of course, right? And then get that quote unquote good job. But one of the biggest things is that there are about 4 financial challenges that we have to overcome. Anybody ever heard of taxes? Anybody ever heard of debt? Bills, big businesses, and definitely that secret word, inflation, where prices are going up, but our paychecks are staying the same. So what we decided to do is partner with a few people, different people from all different walks of life, all across the country, to focus on helping us not only create our own economy, but truly make wealth real. And we partner with a multi-million-dollar team called the Extra Digit Movement. And guys, bear with me for a second because I'm a low-tech kind of guy, but I like the checks that roll in. So if bear with me for a second, I will share my screen. We partner with a team called the Extra Digit Movement. You heard me right, the Extra Digit Movement, and they're focused on helping people increase their assets, increase their cash flow 1 digit at a time. So if you're one of those people who are already making 3 or 4 figures, we truly want to help you make 5. If you're already making 6 figures, we want to help you guys make 7 figures with these 5 simple steps we're utilizing to change the conversations at the dinner table. So if you're like most of us, you're either a student, you're an employee, you're a business owner, and you're military. But nonetheless, financially, all of these different people come in life and work through life in different financial brackets. See, think about the student. The student average cost per year is about $38,000 a year. But the average total when it comes to student loan debt is over $250,000 to about $500,000 in student loans. Ms. Burton, in your tax office, you work with people who actually have been to school. Is it safe to say when pushing to help them lower their taxes and get their finances right, when it comes to their debt, is it safe to say these are some good numbers for a student?
Absolutely. Totally on point.
Okay. And employees, I know I actually heard that the average Black male makes about $42,000 annually. But here on our screen, we actually see that the average salary these days, maybe because of great inflation, is $59,000 a year. But most people's plan these days is to retire at least by 67. But to do that successfully, you need about $600,000 set aside. Ms. Burton, as you do financial strategies and planning for people, it's not too many people with that kind of money set to the side, is it?
Yeah, I've been doing this for a long, almost 20 plus years, and I've only had maybe 2 or 3 clients in our community that have anywhere near that.
Wow. So some other people actually look at taking the business owner route because they want to actually have a little bit more than $600,000 set to the side when retirement comes in. But the key thing is about being a business owner, and I know well about this because I've been doing this about over 13 years of studying business owners, entrepreneurs all across the country, is that it takes an average about 2 to about 3 years just to yield a profit. And the key thing is that 20% or 7 to 70% fail within their first 10 years. I'm happy to say is that I actually found a cheat code, right? And I don't like cheating at all, but the home-based business and this team and this company, this industry that we actually got a chance to partner with that we're going to share with you in just a second has put some things in balance. But the last thing is a lot of people actually look towards the military. And if you're a part of the military, we always like to make sure that we actually salute you and thank you for your service, because most military people do a tenure of usually about 20 years and now able to retire a little bit sooner than employees, but at the age of 65 with a TSP. Ms. Burton, is it safe to say they actually make a lot of huge sacrifices?
Absolutely, especially in this day and age.
Away from the family, they're exposed to danger. So with this conversation, listen, L.L.C stands for Lifestyle and Legacy Conversation. We want to put you guys at the end of this conversation in a position where you guys have freedom, options, more possibilities, and be able to make the decision all to yourself when you want to. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the people we're partnering with. I want to introduce you guys to a lady we have a lot of respect for. Her name is Gail Andrews. She's retired and she used to be an IT manager. She's a 5-star executive director in our company, but she went from the DMV to all 7 C's. And that means continents: Antarctica, Europe, Asia, Australia, all of them she's been to because of this kind of industry. My good friend Marcella, she's a retired correction officer. See, Ms. Burton, what we like to do is actually relate, find some synergy and alignment with different people, right, from all different walks of life, and actually show them that it's people like Marcella who went from corrections to construction and when being retired. Good friend of mine, I love to death, Morehouse man, executive security specialist, Mr. Monty Montgomery, 3-star executive director, got a 10,000 square foot home, but he went from security to Spain with these freedoms, options, and possibilities and decisions. So what do we all have in common? We all started a home-based business. The reason being, the benefits are we have unlimited amounts of income. We have unlimited amount of time, and definitely we utilize leverage most importantly. So what are the 3 things that we actually offer? Because we get paid daily, we get paid weekly and monthly. No matter if you want to work on your legacy, more luxury in your life, or just your lifestyle, we help you keep more of your money. We help you make more money, and we also help your money make you more money. While we do this with our home-based business, everything you guys need, think about it. When it comes to marketing, when it comes to promoting, when it comes to advertising, it's typically about 3 different ways that you can approach this. The traditional way is most people know you can pay a radio station, you can pay television, you can do billboards, but a lot of times these days, that's outdated. The modern way is a lot of people actually know about paying for internet ads or just utilizing social media. The challenge in that is it's very expensive. But we like to utilize a system of simply referring people, because when you refer people to business with you, you get paid and you don't have to worry about a middleman or anything like that. So we actually offer a lifestyle and legacy membership. Our opportunity is one time of $100 to be able to start your own home-based business. But this also comes with a full wealth membership that's going to not only focus on lowering your taxes, lowering your debt and lowering your bills, that gets your credit score up. It is only $149 per month to be able to utilize a membership just like this and capitalize on everything you want and actually desire. The key thing is, and with our wealth membership, a lot of people are saying, how do you utilize this? How do you guys use our membership? All we do is load our lifestyle up into our portal. And the key thing is, our experts, their role is to shift all the money that you desire or is given away to the government, big banks and businesses, to put that money and shift it back into your pockets. See, we got people like Miss Latasha, Fisk graduate, travel expert, but she actually is just loving traveling the world with her children. Shout out to my brother from Tennessee State University, Jimmy Slayton. He actually went from education. Anybody know some people in the teaching and education fields? To Egypt, and actually got to see a lot of these different places. But our key thing is here, Ms. Burton, because of your financial experience, our lifestyle and legacy membership comes with some other advanced next level strategies, typically when it comes to investing. Can you share a little bit about this part with our members?
Absolutely. This part is one of the best parts of the slide, because guess what? Once we save that money, Mr. Ponder, now let's multiply. Let's put it in exponential form. See, private banking, this is how the wealthier stay wealthy. They put their money into private banking, what we call either a DCA, acronym stands for Diversified Cash Account, or a PRA, which is a Private Reserve Account. To find more information about both of those accounts, though, Mr. Ponder, you have to get back with the person that actually sent you the information, because that is how now, one of the key things in both of them is, let me break it down. So the DCA is where now we like to say where you're going to put your money, but however, this is where now it's like having it in a savings account, but on steroids. Because what it does, it teaches you wealth principle strategies where all you do is rinse and repeat when it comes down to certain things like mortgages, when it comes down to things like buying a car. See, we just don't go to the lot and buy a car. We speak with our financial advisors, because guess what? Here with the membership, it gives us access to run those life-changing events. Now, as when it comes down to retirement, the private banking does some wonderful things as well. See, Mr. Ponder, you said there are places when people retire with TSPs and 401ks where now they are paying taxes. See, the PRA doesn't do that. It allows the person to fully retire and get their money when they need it, whether it's at 40 or it's at 80. It doesn't matter. There's no tax on that money. Now, purchase land. See, Mr. Ponder, this is the best part. Now, our money is making money. We get to buy land at a wholesale cost, hold it for a little while, and then guess what? That is how we multiply our money. See, there are lots popping up everywhere, but guess what? We're not invited to the table. But your membership, you're actually invited. You're given information, and the best part about it, you know your money is making money. The last two is precious metals. I can go all day on this. Where have you ever heard of a depository? See, the person that introduces this to you, that is where the money is. That is where the wealth is. See, we have depositories. We can go on. And last but not least, trust funds. This is not a will. This is not one trust. We like to say it's a complex trust. And in order for it to be properly set up, guess what? Our professionals, our experts will meet with you confidentially to make sure it's set up for you and your family. And this is like the bottom say, they do the things we hate to do. See, Mr. Ponder, the membership gets us where we can shift all these things that I just talked about to the expert. And all of it is still for that same one low membership. See, it's not like you pay a cost for this and you come back and pay a cost for that. See, no.
Facts. Good brother Raj Clovell is a veteran. But the key thing I like about what he did with his military money is he actually started building on a piece of that precious metals like Ms. Burton just talked about. in asset or precious metals. He has now over 5 figures in silver collection because our precious metals and our depository allows you to be able to get gold, silver, palladium, any kind of really precious metals. I like to say God's blessings to you is that we actually offer it. He went from the military to multiple different assets. But the key thing is, I love you talk about our complex trust fund. Like the Rockefellers always say, own nothing but control everything. Good friends of ours like Ebony, Derek, and definitely Kimberly have already started their trust funds for their kids. But now this is how we actually get paid. Somebody in the comments, right, show me the money. Because this is something that not only that you can lower your tax bracket. If you're an employee, you can lower your tax bracket by 10%. Instead of paying 30% on every dollar, for that $149.97 per month, you can actually put yourself in a position to earn our lifestyle bonuses up to $1,200 per month. Our luxury bonuses, I want you guys to pull out your calculator once you come back to this video, earns anywhere between $30 and $150 per day per referral. Meaning when business grows in your business and around the country, no matter if you know about it or not, imagine being able to get paid up to $150 per day anytime that happens. But most importantly, a lot of us are very excited about our legacy because one thing is, before I show you the $150 to $450,000 per month, our compensation plan pays out in this $1 trillion industry. This is willable. This can be passed down to your kids, to your cousins, to your family long after you're gone, and this residual income will still continue to pay you and your family for years to come. So the key thing is we want to focus on the lifestyle, the legacy. That's getting out, that's living, right? Let our partners do all that boring stuff when it comes to taxes, credit, and debt. You don't have to be the expert. And that's one of the key things I love about our partnership with them is that we don't have to be the experts. See, look at this. The value of our sharing our business, being a 4-star executive director, a lot of us have anywhere from 50, 90 members on our team. That's a minimum $3,000 every single month. Ms. Burton, an actual monthly contribution of $1,000 over a time span of 7 years, interest rate of 8%. Isn't that great?
Absolutely.
Estimated value is $112,000. That's $2,000 a month that you guys will be able to enjoy. We got a lot of respect for my sister Quanta Sims here. She went from late nights to catching flights. She been to Dubai. She done been to Australia. She done been every single place because of the residual income that comes with this business of sharing wealth principles, educating people on these steps that allowed them to actually go from Chicago to Cabo, like our good friends Don and Ruth Rodriguez. They just bought 10 acres in Puerto Rico. How many people have been saying and dreaming about purchasing land? Not only just in the place where you live, but outside of the country. This gives you the possibilities and the freedom to be able to do that. See, he's a banker and she's a nurse. It doesn't matter your core profession. You can still do this on a part-time basis and still yield full-time income. Shout out to one of my mentors, Richard Harden, Duke graduate. I think Ms. Burton, he probably has 2 degrees, I think, from there. Valedictorian. He worked for Microsoft Enterprise, technology specialist. But the key thing is, with 2 degrees, him and his wife and his family are always traveling. I want to say, if not every month, every other week, they are doing something and always on that dance floor having a good time. Ms. Burton, tell them a little bit about our 3-star regional directors that we partner with.
Absolutely. The 3-star regional director right now, it consists of 750 members. The good part about that, Mr. Ponder, you're not doing that by yourself. See, we have a strategy, and we actually have a system in place. See, that system where we show people. However, you got to get back with the person that invited you, because that lifestyle and luxury bonus, see, it yields about $12,000 a month, which really the monthly contribution is about $4,000 in a time span of 7 years. With an interest rate of 8%, it grows to $448,000, which yielding about $8,000 a month. If it's safe to stay in retirement, you can live very, very nice on $8,000 of residual money coming in every month. See, that's a whole other different lifestyle. That is definitely a whole, I mean, Mr. Ponder, that's unthinkable right now, you know?
That's
And
my
see,
biggest
that's what
thing
our
right now.
membership does. You're absolutely right.
That's what I've been thinking about with my daughter, just keeping in mind like the blessing of the legacy. $8,000 extra every single month from something you did on a part-time basis years ago. See, we got started in this, I got started about 2019. I'm still getting paid to this day off the work I did 5 years ago. See, like the first female $1 million residual ring club earner, I got so much love for Miss Christy Howard. She actually is a former bartender. She used to be making Bloody Marys. And guys, read the screen. She's the first female $1 million residual. Residual means you do something one time that continues to get paid over and over and over again. She's in a blessed position to this day to still be able to pay all of her parents' bills. That's always been one of my goals. Not only take care of mine, take care of my kids, my parents' goals as well, because I'm serving so many other people across the world. From design girl to traveling the world, Miss Shayna Rollins, that's the graphic designer for our team. New home. Miss Burton, what kind of home she got?
She's actually in the Martha Stewart community where, you know, sometimes we as women, we go through and look at different magazines and things like this. And she just fell in love with the design from this actual home community. And she put it on that vision board. And guess what? Lo and behold, you see her in the front of it, standing in the bottom left. Absolutely.
Keep on rocking and rolling with our partners here in South Georgia.
See, I love this too. You know, two can always go further than one. And this is what we like to call our power couple. See, they did something a little bit different. They were in the military, and during the pandemic, people were picking and choosing who they were going to lay off, who were they going to keep. Well, during this particular time, they laid off Charles and Judith, and they had nothing to really, really stand on but the membership. See, Mr. Ponder, when you're talking about getting paid, that residual bonus, he sat down one night and literally looked at it and said, you know what? Let me make this happen, Captain. And from then on, he did not go back to work for anybody. Not only that, what you see is what they purchased with all of the money. They went and purchased a complex, that beautiful home at the bottom. See, that's not just any home, Mr. Ponder. That's a home with a pool where you can fish from the pool. I mean, you can stand in the pool area and fish in the lake. See, that's a little bit different type of bragging, right? You know? And that is what the membership can do for you.
One of our good friends, Mr. Brian and Bean, national director, put himself in a position to earn a minimum $45,000 a month. We've already said that most employees make about $55,000, $59,000 a year. This man makes annually in a month, when most people work dark 30 in the morning to dark 30 at night. That's a monthly contribution, a minimum of take $15,000 of that and invest that over 7 years at an 8% interest rate. Can you guys imagine in 7 years having $1.6 million in the bank, still yielding $30,000 a month for you guys to enjoy? See, that's the freedom and options and possibilities that we're talking about. This gentleman actually built his own complex. He actually has 2 homes, over 25 acres of land. Denzel's Washington son is his neighbor. Ludacris is on the other side of the acres. He has over 12 collectible cars. And in our inner circle, in our trainings, we talked about how to actually utilize and build assets, build things like collectible cars, not just to take pictures in front of them, but even put them things in movies. And so those things can make you more money over time. So the key thing is that we just want to actually share with you guys some of the things that we're doing to focus on improving our lifestyle now, but not only our lifestyle now, our legacy in the future. So if you like some of the things that we just talked about, make a decision for yourself, because we did. We actually picked to be a number 1. A lot of people are number 2s or number 1s. But what number 2 means is you want our membership only for only $149.97. This means you get a full team of financial experts. And I want you guys to think about what you spend to actually work on reducing your taxes. Ms. Burton, is it safe to say it's kind of a deal?
That's definitely a deal. That's like I said, all of those things individually will definitely add up to where I would probably say in excess probably a month over $2,000. So the $149.97 that you're paying a month, literally, it's a steal. Like it's where it just makes sense special, especially like I just said in the state of the economy we're in now, and it can help you out with so many things.
Some people say that we're about to hit a recession again, but I know that when I got started in this business, I got into the position I earned $1,200 every single month. That was $40 a day at the time in the compensation plan. The reason why my team grew so quickly is because 10 million people got laid off during the pandemic. Do you guys understand that when layoffs and things of that happen right now, like we see what's going on in the economy right now. You see, create your own economy, right? But we see what's going on in the economy, and what if a financial crash happens again, or more layoffs happen again? A lot of people go home, and the best thing is you can do is start a home-based business. So however, if you don't want to actually get our daily compensation plan, if you don't want to talk or share this membership with other people, you can actually just take advantage of the membership and being a number 2, get in our Trust My Assets program. You can start working on your complex trust fund as well. You guys can start working on your private reserve accounts and so many different things like that. But we like to add in there is it covers you and your spouse. So if your lady's working on her credit king, you can work on yours too, right? But a lot of people want to take advantage of everything. See, we can pay 30% in taxes, or we can pay 20% in taxes. The average return on investment for our membership alone is over $2,000 per month. Do numbers with me. If you're getting a return on an investment of $150 per month, Ms. Burton, is that safe to say that's about $1,800 per year?
Yep. So 1,800 versus now, if you really think about what you just said, 2,000 times 12 is 24,000.
$24,000, right? In potential comeback money to you and your house, because we utilize the wealth principle called simple. I know I didn't share it this time, but I want you to understand the 5 steps is shifting your money, increasing your money. We got a way for you to multiply your money. We got a way for you to even protect it. But the LE is most important. Leveraging everything, leveraging our teams, our trainings, our experts, and all of their years of success. You guys can upgrade for $100 one time and take advantage of our monthly residuals, our daily pay, and all of the different bonuses that we have to offer. So with that being said, we're going to be actually doing this because April, every season, yes, but it's also the financial month, right? So every Thursday, we want you guys to come back to the Create Your Own Economy Financing page, because we're going to be sharing tidbits and some, what is it called? Tidbits and some just facts and things that actually help you guys live a little bit better when it comes to your finances over time. So with that being said, this is the part of the Create Your Own Economy Financing team with Make Wealth Real Financial, a future billion-dollar company in a trillion-dollar industry. We thank you guys for all you guys are doing and leaving comments in the comment section. Ms. Burton, I appreciate you actually co-hosting with us. But until next time, we'll see you guys. Get back with the person who invited you to hear and learn this information. Let's get in a 3-way so we can actually answer any questions that you have, so we can start developing your LLC today. See you guys soon. Stay blessed.
Bye.